Jesus Christ. It's fucking Beavis. Behind every great band, there's always a management who work tirelessly to make sure shit happens. Behind Slayer since 1986, there's been the Rick Sells Management Group. They're coming up right now. Let's hear it for Rick Sells and his group. Come on, you motherfuckers!
Hi everybody, I just need a minute here to get a light. Stupid as a light. I can't see what I wrote.
My mom is lit!
Here we go. That's much better. Firstly, thanks to everybody who's come from near and far to join us today. It's really a testament to Jeff and to Slayer that there are thousands of you here today. I'm standing here with the whole management team, Nick John, Kristen Mulderrick, Andrew Stewart, and Jen Jacobs. And everybody here has worked with Jeff and Slayer for, well, I've been with him for going on 28 years, and everybody else has been somewhere between 10 and 20 years, except for Jen, who wasn't born when the band recorded Ready. It's really a family affair.
Good job!
We're all honored and thankful to have had the opportunity to have all these years with Jeff. Each of us has a special, unbreakable bond with Jeff, and he with each of us. I can't really add much more to all the wonderful comments that others have made about his everlasting contribution to music. And what it meant to each and every one of you. I still get chills every time I see the band go on stage, and every time I get to hear a new song. This has really been all of my adult life with Slayer, and it's very, very special.
Sweet!
Thank you. I can add that as in life, he was a person just as pure and inspirational and sincere as his music, and the music he created with Slayer, of course. I had the honor of calling him my friend.
Yeah!
Carrie mentioned the incident in the restaurant, we'll call it. And he also talked about how Jeff was very shy and didn't like to be in the spotlight all the time. He liked being on stage, but he didn't really like all the rock star responsibilities that come with that position. He was a very private person. When he wasn't busy recording or touring, he spent a lot of time at home. So now you know he loved comedy, he loved a joke. Everybody's mentioned that so far. One of his warp sense of humor jokes among the millions that we shared over time, which I now can't read because of the light now. Sorry, you're all get there.
Yeah, we
Yeah. One of his comedic routines was back before before technology took over our lives, when we actually met person to person and talked on the phone often. He always protected his privacy at home, and when he wasn't working, he didn't want to communicate with any of us, and it would go weeks and months at a time, and we couldn't reach him, and we would leave voicemails, and the only way I would get him to call back is I'd leave a comedic voicemail or a joke, and that was the only way I could get him to call back. So his best trick, his best joke ever was, I guess he got sick of all of us calling and trying to get him to focus on things in his home time. So he called the phone company back in that day when you had landlines. And he had his number changed to an unlisted number, and he refused to share it with anyone for months.
Good job.
I can still hear him laughing when he finally did get on the phone with us, just roaring about what a great joke that was. Jeff really did teach me to follow my passion, and I think he taught other people here to follow their passion. Slayer was very sacred to him, as the other guys in the band.
Yeah!
He always followed his musical passion. He never compromised. He walked it like he talked it. We'll all miss him, but I'm happy. I have years of memories of times I shared with him. And of course, we can all listen to his music.
Yeah!
Anytime we want.
Music lit!
He's made an everlasting contribution to the world of music and to the lives of millions. May he rest in peace.
Yeah!
Kristen has a message from Jeff's wife, Kathy Hanneman, that she'd like to read to everybody.
Woo!
I'm honored to speak these words on behalf of Jeff's wife, Katherine Hanneman. I would like to thank the following people: Rick Sales, Kristen Mulderig, Andrew Stewart, Nick John, and Jen Jacobs at Rick Sales Entertainment, Slayer and Jeff's managers for over 2 decades. Bill V, Angela DeSimone, and Shelley Veneman at Provident Financial, Matt Masciandero and everyone at ESP Guitars,
Yeah!
Nick Bocott and everyone at Marshall Amplification, Scott Uchida and Dunlop, and of course, Mr. Gary Kaler, who just spoke a little bit ago. Jeff's sister, Kathy, and her dear Brian, for being there for her. Without him and his support, she would be alone and lost. To all her friends, she cannot thank you enough for being there for her. To Dave, Tom, and Kerry, and the Slayer family,
Yeah!
for your kind words and thoughts. Gary Holt, what can we say? When Jeff heard it was you who was going to step in for him for the 2011 tours, while he underwent surgery and therapy for his arm, without hesitation, he could not have been more thrilled. His exact words were, "Fuck yeah!" Rocky George, thank you for the years of friendship. You were very special to Jeff, and you always will be. And last, but definitely not least, to the fans. Catherine was very fortunate to have met a lot of you the few times that she traveled with Jeff. She was always treated with kindness and respect, and she is forever grateful and blessed to have met you all. Her heart aches for you as well.
Thank you!
And of course, to Jeff. As coming from Catherine, she would say, "I love you very much and I will miss you. May you continue to reign in heaven."
Yeah!